Hello, welcome to my book analysis channel, and today we will have a very powerful book from a very profound author, Dr. Mensa Otabil. Ladies and gentlemen, be ready to the analysis of the book by the future. By the future is the book that we will be dealing with it today, and the author of this book is Dr. Mensa Otabil. Let's start to see tips from the book, but I encourage you to get the book, buy the book on different online stores that the book is found there, and the book is very amazing in it. It carry a lot of wisdom, and when you have it, it will encourage you and it will increase speed journey for your success. And I welcome you. You will be with me, book analyst JAPHET KATANA, and I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and invite your friend. Also, you may comment and say something that we will be also know that you're following us. Thank you so much and welcome. In the book there are a lot of things, but a few of them, the things that or tips that I gave there is that, like, the issue is not how the heavy the load is, but how strong you are. I can struggle to lift 100 pound of weight and for and 150 pound weight, but to a professional heavyweight lifter, lift used small effort to lift that such kind of weight that is means too huge, but to a professional weight it is very small to him. And we see another thing here is that even in mathematics, don't complain question is not light. Consider your mathematical strength. So you may have also small strength on mathematics, on how to tackle, deal with the solution on the different questions or questions that you have on mathematics. So don't say the question is don't light or it is wrong, or because you must understand, even on the everydays, on the very basic mathematical studies, we were studying about plus, multiplication, and minus. You say a bigger number, when you minus to a small number, it is possible, but a small number, when you minus to, or you touch subtraction to the bigger number, we was ending that to say it is impossible. But when we keep on growing and gradually we start understanding about the negativity and the positivity of the thing, that you may do something on these things that we say it is impossible, now it is possible. So check your strength on mathematics, on doing things. Learn again, age is nothing, attitude is everything. So you may see another thing that I get from the book is that age is nothing, but attitude about the age is everything. So you may see that people, they keep emphasizing on age that are just the numbers, but attitude is everything. So you must be very careful to see the things, or to see the attitude behind, or behind that age. Strength is power to do things up to accomplish. So we say you have strength when you can do things up to the accomplishment. Don't just end on the middle or do things up to the starting point. You must do it up to the end. That is strength. So when we want to see you have strength, we will see that quality that you're doing things without getting and on the way. You will keep on doing and doing like that. Then We are living in the world which have information overload, so it depends on how fast you are to interpret junk information from the useful one. Dr. Mensa Otabil help us to understand this, that on the world that we are living now, on social media, there are everything. We have a lot of information that is others are information junk. Things that are not dealing with it, you are dealing with it is not dealing with your purpose. It is informational junk. So don't keep focus on it. So this book advise that we may check and see our niche. Choose your niche. Choose the specific information that will be coming and you will be retrieving and you will be checking on it, and not everything, because we have a lot of information. So you are the rate of your processing it. It is the rate of your fast move or taking action on the actions. Then divide or sort the information for your value, and important to keep your focus on it to prevent overload of information. Like, you may choose the kind of information that you want, like spiritual information. You can choose spiritual growth. You can choose entrepreneurial skills. You may choose communication skills. You may choose leadership skill, education program, and etc. But don't focus on having everything, because we are now in the world that is full of information, and there is information junk. So you may see here gossiping, you may see there gossiping. So we must be careful. Another thing that I get from the book is this one. If you find a thing like a hunter lost to add value, even it is a salary, think how to roast for more good product. We see here on the paradigm of Esau and Jacob. Here we see the Bible teaches that the last one is not roasting his her or her prey. You get things, you don't roast it. So you have salary. Think how you may go do things more, how that you can add value, how you can have a percent of investing on your salary, how you can do something more important or more better on that thing that you see it is small, because nothing start big. All things that you see big started small. So you must be careful on interpreting things and doing the things with wisdom on taking your steps. Then another thing that we see here is the faithfulness is not ability to preserve what you have, but ability to add value on what you have. We see, like on example of the man that gave a talent to his servant, that faithfulness, you may keep things, but when you don't add value on that thing, you are not a good steward. You are not a good you are not faithfulness on keeping things that you have. So when you have something, add value on it. When you add value, that is the sign of faithfulness and good steward. So when you want you are a good steward, you will do things like this. Hungry people close their eyes to the consequences of their choices in negotiation. You see the thing? Then a person is hungry. He may close eyes to the consequences of their choices. You see, like Esau choose a one meal exchange with a birthright. That's why, due to hunger. So hunger, it is like shutting off your brain. You may don't think about future, may don't think about consequences. As you know, we are free to choose anything that we want to choose, but we are not free to consequences of our choices. So you must be careful on doing your things. Then in negotiating, don't accept the first offer. Think about the future. You see this thing? When you get chance to go on negotiation table, don't accept the first offer. Think about the future. Think there is something more about that thing you are negotiating there. So be careful when you are going to the negotiation table. Make sure you are forward of them. You are forward them. When they give you a first offer, just don't accept first. Think about the future, what you can do, what you can add more, what can be more better. That thing is your wisdom, but taking the first offer will cost you. Then don't negotiate on empty stomach. When you have hunger, when you are hungry, don't go to negotiation. Don't negotiate when you are hungry. You will sell, or you will decide under value, because you will think just about getting food, but on the mission of things that may be a game changer of your life. But because you are empty stomach, you will just think as to fill your stomach. Then don't negotiate when you are tired. Another thing, we see those things we get from the paradigm of Esau and Jacob. We see Esau negotiating with Jacob and exchange a birthright because he was weary, he was retired, he was hungry, and he don't even care. That's why I'm dying. Just give me food and let me sign to the birthright. It will going. Do you see these things? So you must be careful on negotiation. When you attend on negotiation, make sure you are not on empty stomach and you are not tired. Then don't pressurize yourself with your problem. All problems have a life cycle and an expiry date. Keep your perspective right. You see these things? Call for time out. This challenged me, Esau. Esau decided things out of pressurize the problem. He said, I'm dying. Oh, you can't be serious. On the house of Isaac, you say you will die due to lack of food. It is impossible. So when you pressurize yourself on your problem, you will probably decide wrongly. So make sure you know that every problem have its expiry date and it is have a life cycle. So don't pressurize yourself to the point that you push yourself to the edge of the building that you want to fall on down because you pressurize. You say no way out. There is always a way out. In negotiation, silence is the powerful weapon. Make sure when you are on negotiation table, don't be a person that will speak too much. Be careful to hear details. Sometimes silence it help you to hear you say beyond words, beyond details. You will see things, you will connect with your mind, you will connect with your heart. You may get a decision that even you hear the voice of God from that things that you keep on negotiation. Then don't respond to the provocation. There are some provocation on the negotiation table. You may be provoked. What do you know? What you heard? They want to provoke you, and you may react badly, and you forget details that are basic on negotiation. So be careful, avoid the provocation on negotiation. Understand, my friend? I think we are together. Then value what you have. You must to value what you have. You have something. Nobody will value things that you have more than you. You must be careful to give value on things that you have. The knowledge you have, value it. the things you know, value it. So when you keep on valuing things that you have, it will help you to know more things. It is very easy to the value of what you have due to the familiarity. You see this and the commonness. So you may see things that you have, it is very common. You even don't care. I have this. I have, it is mine. So what? So these things may cost you when you don't care. You put over familiarity on the things that God gave you. You will fail and it will cost you. Why? Because these things is different, as you may see here, that you must value things you have. It is not value things you have, it is not more valuable. It is likely that even you see a person pursuing a woman, he may pursue that he sees very beautiful, what pursue, but when he got married with, now is that woman his wife, even no care, even now, it is no more. And why? Because things you have, due to commonness, due to familiarity, when you put over familiarity, you will lose things, you will lose the value of things that you have. So make sure you are careful, don't devalue things due to over familiarity. Another thing, don't take for granted what you have. So you may make sure, don't take for granted things you have. Esau take for granted a birthright, that it was the key for him to get blessed, but he take for granted, and at the first time, at the next time, on the years to future, it costed him. So don't take for granted the wife you have. Don't take for granted the job you have. Don't take for granted the husband you have. Don't take for granted the children you have. Don't take for granted the family. Don't take for granted the talent that you have. So make sure you value everything. Take care of the partner you have. Don't take for granted anything that God entrusted you to have. Another thing, don't exaggerate your need. Don't exaggerate your needs. Like you see Esau. Esau said, I am about to die. Who told you that hunger of one day can kill a man? It is not true. But Esau exaggerated the problem, and he make it very big, and also failed on the trap to it. Then another thing, negotiate the offer down. That another thing, negotiate the offer time. Another, buy the future. What value you add to the things you have, make sure you are adding value on the things you have. God give you a talent to write ebooks, print them, books, sell them. You get money from your talent of writing. You think things, different things that you may have, God gave you. Make sure you roast and you get something that is roasted. Don't sell raw materials and people roast it, they came back to sell to you a goods. Make sure you sell goods. Don't be lazy, my friend. Don't be lazy. Buy your future. Sell good. Sell thing that is the end product to a user. Don't just sell raw materials. These things costing a lot about us Africans. We are sharing raw materials, and they people buy raw material with low price, and they gone to create goods, and they sold back to us with a very huge and very high price that it cost us and make us remain poor. But when we decided to sell our things as goods, we may be getting more profit than we are getting now. Then another thing, on different issues. Seek advice to different people. Make sure you don't just trust your understanding. Make sure you seek counsels. There are experts on things, so you may not even always meet people, but sometimes on the issue that you are heading to, read books. Read at least 4 books on the same issue. You are going to marriage, you are going to engage, you are going to business. Make sure you have reference line. You have reference knowledge on the things that you are heading to. Then don't sell your future for today's pressure. There are pressure today, so don't sell your future for the today pressure. Esau sold the blessing of his future for just a single meal or just a lunch. Don't do so. Like ladies that are on schools, they sell their future. They want to be doctors, so what? They sold their future to men that are liars, and they sleep with them, they get pregnant, and what, then destroy their future due to the small pleasures, and they just give them just small money for pocket money. What they give their body, they get pregnant, their dream destroyed. So be careful, my young sister. Be careful, my young brother. Don't sell your future for today pressure. People are negotiating who they are going to become for what available today. You see this? People, they negotiate for who they become for who they are today. This is very bad. For what is available today, girls and boys sell their future, greatness for the social peer acceptance and throw and the low pressure. So this is you must to be very careful. You must be careful. Don't just take things for granted, my friend. Another thing, there is big difference from what you deserve and what you get. So this is also the wisdom to understand. There is things that you deserve and the things what you get. So you may deserve high, but you may get low. So there is a difference there. Then don't expect it to do all things by yourself. Jacob used Rebecca, her mother, expert on preparing meal for Isaac, and he win the blessing of his father due to use people. Don't always use things or depend on your knowledge only. Employ experts which will do your work with high achievement. So on other things that you are not competent with, hire person that is competent, expert on it. Pay, but get things that is very quality. In life, you get what you negotiate for, not what you deserve. This is another things. You get things you negotiate for, not things what you deserve. So you may deserve better, but when you negotiate differently, you are entering on the contract. You are entering on the trap that you will get things that you negotiated for, and you will have no person that will help you because you negotiated on that yourself. Wise people sell out an insurance policy to cover themselves for any unpredictable events. Set out an insurance. So you see this? Wise people set out an insurance policy to cover themselves for any unpredictable events. So we know things are uncertainty in life. There are a lot of uncertainties. So you must have insurance policy to cover negotiations that you are entering on. Breathing to the dew of heaven. This is breathing of dairy, different from rain, because rain comes seasonally. So you see, the Isaac blessed Jacob with the dew seasons. You see this, he blessed with dew of the heavens and not a rain of the heavens. You know, heavens rain are very huge, but it's seasonal. But dew is already there. So Jacob will never lack due to the breathing that he breathed with dew, not rain. That rain are on seasons. Getting rid of your competitor does not necessarily make you strong. Getting rid of your competitors don't necessarily make you strong. It is example, like there was in the certain kingdom, there was a short king. This king, due to his inferiority complex, he decided to kill all tall people in his empire, but he still remained short. So getting rid of your competitor does not make you strong, does not necessarily make you strong. True freedom and equality is not gained through violence, but through committed and consistent struggle against your own limitations. So you want freedom, make sure you are struggling against your own limitations. People are not disturbed by things, but the view they take on them. People, they are not disturbed by things, but the view they take on them. The thing mind conceive, the body give birth to it. The thing mind conceive, the body give birth to it. So when you have idea that conceived in your mind, body will give birth to it. Make sure you conceive the great things. Then another thing, the quality of your question will determine the quality of the answer you receive. The quality of the question that you ask, it will determine the question of your answer you receive. The book now is ending here, and there are a lot of tips in the book on about this by the future, and we are blessed with a lot, and we have a lot of nutshell like this. The quality of your question will determine the quality of your answer you receive. The thing that you conceive in the mind, the body gives birth to it. So my friend, be careful. Be careful in this matter, and make sure you really focus on the things that you are conceiving on your mind, and you give birth to it. Yes. So again, there are difference between different from what you deserve and what you get. You get things that you negotiated for. So in every negotiation you are attending to, my friend, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Dr. Mensa Otabil helped us with this wisdom, and when you get this book and you read also full in detail, it will help you much more on better decision and doing great things in your life. So I encourage you to subscribe in this channel, and I encourage you also to share this video, invite your friends, and then you may comment on our comment section there. We will meet there, and tell me what you learn and what you would like even us to present, or a book that you would like us to present on this book analysis channel. We have still a lot to present, because we have loaded with the book on spiritual, business, leadership, economic, political, social, a lot of books that we keep on digging deep, and different book on success, inspirations, technical know-hows. We have a lot of books, so I encourage you also, you may comment there and we will be happy to hear on your view what book you would like us to present on, and that will be helpful for us to take another step toward the things that you advised us. Thank you so much, and we love you so much. And from here, book analysis channel, is here your book analyst JAPHET KATANA. I love you. Bye bye.